Well, Trisha's been sitting a couple days. Let's see how the batteries are. We're hoping that we have that situation handled. Doesn't look like it though. Well, I mean, it did show less than 12 volts, so I imagine it could suck the batteries down in a few days. But it's been 3 days, I think. So we're just going to go with the fact that we think that Trisha can handle sitting for a couple weeks, and we'll get some things moved around today. I think we'll get we'll put back around the front, and we'll finish up the brackets on Rhonda today and get Rhonda moved. All right. Trisha always was a good running truck. Yeah, makes me feel better that the oh, it's like they were supposed to fix that crack, didn't? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right. I was looking at you, Rhonda. Of course, you see X in the background. Rhonda's gonna get moved out of here today. We'll get this spacer bracket installed today, and then we'll get that truck moved. And we'll show you what we did, because I didn't really emphasize what we were doing as far as the bracketry goes. So we'll get a look at that. We'll get the cab up. We'll get you set up. We'll get the cab up. We'll get a look at what's going on. And yeah, we'll bring it back. Need to make a, yeah. Okay. shouldn't have done that. It's gonna bleed out into the weld, but not if I move it quick. Oh, look at you. All right, well here, while we got good light, this is what we did to the bracket. We put a 3/8 plate in between the two spacers, and then we welded it to the frame. And then what we're doing down here is we're putting this, let's see if I can get you down here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to get underneath here, and we're going to put this spacer in. Oh, you know what? We moved that quite a bit. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the power steering and rotate this back down. And let's see, which direction is that going to go? Yeah, because we want it to be about here. I don't know if there's that much, just being honest. But that's the whole problem, is the power steering unit rotates. We may just take this top bolt out and just run this bottom one. It's just a bumper bracket. I wanted to have it all in there, but let's get the steering moved. We'll start it up. We'll get the steering moved as far as it'll go the other direction. Man, that's a lot. That's pretty far. What I should have had him do is make me a taper, or a jog. You know, take a piece of this and step it over, you know. Let's see, what did I do? I turned the steering wheel to the right, or to the left. And when I turned it to the left, it pushed this up. Let's see. Yeah, that was quite a bit down here. It was down over here. So this thing has quite a bit of rotation on the bolt holes. That's why we need this, because this will keep it from chucking back and forth. We don't want it chucking back and forth. Nobody wants their shit chucking back and forth. And I think what we'll do is we'll just loosen it up, and we'll use this drag link or idler arm, or whatever this link is, this steering arm. We'll use this to move it, and then we'll get that where we want it to be and get it welded, and then we'll snug it all back up. Yep. Oh boy. This is really kind of a pain in the ass, but Damn it. Okay. And then we're going to need 15/16, loosen that up down there. I know we can't get you close in there because we don't want to ruin the camera with the spatter from the weld, so we're just going to show you from a distance. I think the best ground we can possibly have is going to be right there. And then we're going to weld that. Yep. All right, we got the bottom of it welded. We're gonna try and weld the bottom of this too. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Left-handed welding right here. Okay. Ouch. Okay. Okay. All right, so cab's coming down. So we'll show you what it looks like in there. There's the bracketry right there. Here's how we got it welded in. Here's the top bracket for the throttle linkage. And then down here we got we welded this to the bumper bracket, and it's threaded, so we got this bolt screwed into it. And what we got to do right now is lock these down, and yeah, and then we're finished. You look up in there. I don't know what you can see, but anyway. Yep. That's that. Oh. So we'll get her put back together and we'll bring it back. Pretty excited about that. The transmission sure is nice. Just something about a brand new one, you know. Let's see how much of that you can see. None, pretty much. So drove on it, made them stick hard, but Wow. Man, you guys got to get a look at that thing. I mean, look at it. It looks so cool. I wish the exhaust was on it. It would look that much better. But we backed it up in there because we got to change those front hubs and do wiring under the hood. And then once all that's done, then we'll get after the brake and tail light wiring and the exhaust, and then this truck's ready to ship. But super excited to have it moved the first time, and it's a life for me and for Seth. Seth's got to be excited. He's been spending a ton of money on this thing, and man, just look at it. Man, look at it. Super excited, guys. You know, don't forget to do a thumbs up on this one and say a few words. It's this truck is back to life because of Seth. I wouldn't have been able to get to it anytime soon, and I wouldn't have been able to spend the kind of money that he's spending on it for at least a few years. But man, dude, super excited to see that thing move, and now we can get the roof finished on Betty and get it out of the shop and get it out there. And we got to get Trisha in the shop so we can get all the paint off it and do that whole thing again. Anyways, guys, thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you. All right, so climbing up on top of Betty. Shimmy over here. Nope, we're not falling off the roof today. This is self-leveling roof caulk. And I wiped the roof down with lacquer thinner. Okay, now we're going to get back on the ladder. So as far as I can tell, everything up here is sealed. All right, what do you think? I don't know how these blind rivets were leaking, but it's got to be the link thing that could be, because I did the whole perimeter and it looks good and it's down. So I don't know. It had to be these rivets. So we'll get this thing back out in the weather. We'll let it stay in here overnight. We'll get back out in the weather. And we'll see. But so what we use, self-leveling sealant. Hopefully that gets us hopefully that gets us by. Like I said, we're going to leave this truck inside overnight, and then tomorrow morning early I'll come out. Yeah, we might do it tomorrow night. I don't know. But either way, tomorrow we'll get it out and get Trisha in and go from there. Let me put a bolt in this thing. There's Betty, looking all proud. Well, that's it for today. I just wanted to get this roof out of the way. I wanted to re-rivet the roof, but the rivets I bought too small for my huck gun to grab them, and so we weren't able to replace the rivets, so we just decided to seal the rivets, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully no cats in the shop. All right, we'll see you.